Welcome everybody to the Pdr Sports webcast. I am Kevin Morales alongside Travis Uslet. And Travis, we didn't do so hot on our NFL playoff predictions from last week.
No, we've had better weeks.
Yeah, you went 2-2 and I went 1-3, which for me just kind of validated something I knew all along, which was that I'm terrible at picking games. So, any games that surprised you or jumped out to you?
No real huge surprises. I guess I was surprised the Jets won. I thought they didn't have a chance with, Sanchez, the rookie quarterback, but he didn't look like a rookie. He played well, and their defense is strong. So
right, yeah, that was a surprising one. And of course, the one game I did pick right was the Packers game yesterday. And what a great game! But I mean, heartbreaking for Packers fans. And you just think, what happens if they don't have turnovers on the first two drives?
Right.
Those are huge turnaround, as far as momentum.
Yeah.
And then B, where's the defense?
Yeah, the defense was very disappointing. Obviously, I think one thing that people forget about those turnovers is it forced the Packers to play catch up the whole game. They fell behind right away because of those turnovers, and because he had to play catch up, it was pretty much throughout the running game. So It was all passing. So I think that created a high scoring game. Neither team could. Well, neither team ran the ball much, but no reason to when you can pass that well.
Yeah, exactly. And of course there were the penalties, and people have been talking a lot about the refs, but in the end, it's hard to blame a whole game on face mask or whatever.
Yeah, no, you give up that many points. There's no one to blame but the defense.
And as you had mentioned earlier today, bad couple days for Wisconsin sports fans. Packers lose. John Lure is out, and Michael Red now done for the season as well. So.
Yeah, Red's down with the knee problems, and Lure's got a broken wrist. I think he'll be back, but it'll be a while.
Let's look ahead to next week in the NFL then. Cowboys, Vikings, and Cardinals at Saints in the NFC. I'm going to take both of the home teams just because, NFC, you got to pick the home team.
I'll agree with one of them. I do believe the home team Saints will beat the Cardinals.
You like the Cowboys though?
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to beat the Vikings.
Okay.
This Cowboy team, I don't like the Cowboys. I don't like the Vikings. So I hope they both lose, but I guess that's impossible.
Right.
But this Cowboy team's hot, and they're going to beat the Vikings. They have just looked really impressive the last few weeks.
Sounds good. And then quickly, Ravens at Colts and Jets at Chargers in the AFC. I'm going to take the Colts. I don't think the whole resting the starters thing is going to be a big deal for a team that's that experienced. And then Jets are the hot team, just like Pittsburgh and Arizona was last year, and just like the Giants were the year before when they won it. So I'm going to pick them.
You're hopping on their bandwagon
I am.
now.
Yep, starting now.
All right. Well, I'll agree with you on the Colts. All the Ravens really impressed me, but no, the Jets ain't going to beat the Chargers. Come on.
Hot team.
Not on San Diego.
All right.
No way.
All right, moving on. Sticking with football, though, prep football here locally. Dave Schmitz resigns as the Portage head coach, and I guess I was a little bit surprised when I got that email this morning from the Portage AD, Jim Langkamp.
Yeah. I mean, Jim's been there 7 seasons at Portage, leading them. He had a 19-47 record. That's obviously not that great of a record, but it was a lot better record before the last 2 years. They've only won one game in the last 2 years. So, 2 playoff appearances in his first 5 years, including a playoff victory. So, that's kind of Dave's record here in Portage. So that was a little surprise also.
And we like Dave. He's always been more than willing to work with us. So. So it'll be interesting to see where they go from here as far as rehiring coach. So.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting year next year because obviously you'll have a new coach and you might have a whole new schedule and format with this district format of football. No more Badger Conference possibly. So it'll be an exciting and different year next year.
Yeah, year of change, perhaps, possibly.
Yeah.
We talked about some games that we were looking forward to covering last week, some basketball games. You went to the Portage at Poynette boys basketball game. How'd that go?
Portage won, and it was a thrilling game. It came down to the end. Portage had a 10-0 run in the fourth quarter that basically they were losing, and then they put them up for good. And just an exciting game. I know Poynette was disappointed. Both teams, it's a big game for both teams, and Poynette was disappointed that they let the lead get away from them.
And I was at the Green Lake at Montello game, and another great game came down to, basically it came down to a 5-6 minute stretch there in the fourth quarter where Montello didn't score any points, and that'll ruin a good game in a hurry. And against a team though that's ranked 6th in the state like Green Lake, it shows you how much that Montello program, how far they've come from the last couple of years. So. Let's move on to our athlete of the week. The PDR athlete of the week this week is the Portage girls curling team. They won the first event at the Wausau Invitational Tournament. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce the tournament's name, but that team was Alex Scheiber, Jennifer Benke, Keegan Garrigan,
Yep.
and Katie Duberstein.
Duberstein,
And that's a pretty, as far as curling goes, high school curling, that's one of the bigger events.
Yeah, right up there by state, as the
So-
state championships, yeah.
So congratulations to Portage's girls curling team.
hmm
And last but not least, trivia.
Yeah, we have a new winner this week. Brandon Daniels of Montello emailed in right away with the correct answer. The question, who shares the career record for postseason interceptions with Brett Favre at 28 interceptions? And the answer is Jim Kelly of the Bills, at least until this weekend when Brett Favre will throw a couple against the Cowboys and he'll have the record all to his own.
Maybe that's why Jim Kelly never won the ring.
Kind of with Brett Favre, early in his career, he wasn't sure he was going to get that record, so he decided to throw 6 of them against the Rams in a playoff game, and that put him well on his way to history.
All right, well, congratulations to
Brandon. Yep. All right, quickly, this week's new question. Let's see who can get this one. What city has hosted the most Super Bowls, and how many Super Bowls has it hosted? So write us in with your guess, and we'll see. I mean, you know the city and how many.
Sounds good. Well, that's all we have for you today. For Travis, I'm Kevin. Thanks for watching.